Welcome back. So good to see you. So glad that you have brought you and your willingness to your meditation practice. 90% of it is just showing up. And so you've done 90% of it just by being here. Yesterday, we talked about the how-tos of meditation and the meditation mindset and how we want to learn just to relax into this and let go and allow without really trying to force anything. And today I want to discuss the breath. Obviously, it's central to our lives. We can't live without air, without breathing. And it's also an important part of our meditation practice. And we want to pay attention to the breath when we meditate because it does a couple of things. It helps to synchronize our mind and our bodies. And that does a couple of things. Helps us calm down, and it brings us into this present moment. When you're thinking about your breath, when you're noticing your breath coming in and out of your body, you are not concerned with the past, and you're not worried about the future. So you are present, and that is a very important place to be. That's where a lot of healing takes place. That's where we can discover that stillness, all by focusing on our breath. And also, when we're aware of our breath, it invites us to recuperate. Remember, we talked about how meditation can be about renewal and rejuvenation. When we are focused on the breath, we are recuperating. And so when we inhale, we bring in that life force. And in Sanskrit, the word for that is prana. You've probably heard that if you've taken a yoga class, but prana is the life force. So when we inhale, we bring in that life force and all the good healing emotions that come with it that we talked about yesterday, like love and joy and compassion and others. And when we exhale, we are relaxing. So on the exhale is the relaxation. So breath is very vital to our meditation practice. Stillness is too, and I believe the two go hand in hand. And later on down the line, we will talk more about stillness and how important that is, and how we can always find that place of stillness deep in our hearts. Stillness and breath go hand in hand. Today, we're more focused on the breath. And by the way, and I'm kind of a factoid geek, so I wanted to tell you that the typical person takes 22,000 breaths in a 24-hour period. You breathe about a dozen to 20 times a minute. And there are breathwork exercises that you can breathe more slowly that help calm us down. And then, of course, if you're above 20, you're probably breathing a little bit too quickly. But sometimes when you're breathing like that, it may be that you've had trouble breathing. And if you've ever had trouble breathing, you know how frightening that can be. I've had asthma, and fighting for that breath is really, really scary. And of course, if you had open heart surgery, you were likely hooked up to that miraculous heart-lung machine that kept us breathing. But I do know, now we're recuperating, and it's important that we cultivate a fuller breath. And meditation has helped me deal with both the surgery and asthma, just in terms of improving my lung capacity, improving my breath. And so that's a byproduct, and that's a benefit that you should experience with a continued meditation practice. So further in the course, speaking of these breathwork exercises, I'll introduce a few to you. And these are very simple. There's a Zen breath, there's a 4-7-8 breath, there's a square breath. There's a lot of different breaths. And you can use these when you're feeling stressed. And you can do them very quietly, very subtly, just taking that inhale and then letting it go. And timing it. We'll be counting out those breaths in those breathwork exercises. But they're very, very effective in terms of helping us to calm down. So today's meditation is about belly breathing. And I know we've started a couple of the meditations by taking a big inhale through the nose and an exhale out the mouth. But today it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do belly breathing for a few minutes. And that's all it is, in and out of the nose. And I will guide you through this meditation. And you'll see how soothing and calming this meditation can be. And it's a reminder how important the breath is to help us calm the mind and calm the body. It's vital to what we're doing. So we're going to get to the meditation. It is great to see you here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for bringing you and your willingness to this meditation practice. Let's go to the meditation, and I will see you back here tomorrow.